Glycolysis. The summary of glycolysis is the breakdown of glucose by enzymes releasing energy and pyruvic acid. It happens in the cytoplasm of the cell. There are overall 10 steps in the process, and it has two phases. Phase 1 is the preparatory phase, which are steps 1 through 5, and phase 2 is the payoff phase, which is steps 6 through 10. The net gain of 2 ATP are produced via one cycle. Each glucose includes 4 ATP, but uses 2 within the cycle.
The next slide is on the intermediate acronyms that we created. It goes gluc gains form big butts. Good butts prefer pretty pink proteins. And if you notice in the acronym, in between big butts and good, we actually skipped one of the intermediates because it doesn't proceed through glycolysis, which that one would be dehydroxyacetone phosphate. So the first letter of each acronym goes with the first letter of the intermediate. So it goes G for GLUT is glucose. G for gains is glucose 6-phosphate. F for form is fructose. Big, the B in big or the B in butts would go for the bis phosphate. The G is for glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Butts again is 1,3 bis phosphate, the bis. Prefer, the P would be for 3-phosphoglycerate. P for pretty would be 2-phosphoglycerate. The P for pink would be phosphoenolpyruvate. And the P for proteins is pyruvate. The next slide is enzyme acronyms. It goes Holly, parallel parked along the grass, praying police endures parking. So again, it goes H for hexokinase, P parallel for phosphofructoisomerase. P again goes for phosphofructokinase. The A goes for aldolase. The T goes for triose phosphate isomerase. The G in grass goes for glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate dehydrogenase. The P in praying is phosphoglycerate kinase. The P in police is for phosphoglycerate mutase. The E in endorse is for enolase. And the P in parking is for pyruvate kinase.
Okay, so these are the 10 steps of glycolysis. So we have the first 5 steps, which is the prep phase, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we have the next 5 stages, which is this payoff phase. And then, as you can see, where we use our acronyms with the intermediates are glucose 6-phosphate, fructose 6-phosphate, fructose 1,3-phosphate, and then over here is the dihydroxyacetone phosphate, which it doesn't proceed in the reaction, but it's still important. And then we have the glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, 1,3 bisphosphylate, and then the 3-phosphoglycerate, 2-phosphoglycerate, phosphophenolpyruvate, and then pyruvate.